to do something incredible here on the inside.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam Squiers. Welcome to Surfing Australia TV. Coming up on the show, we get to know world champ Joel Parkinson, go surfing with Australia's best juniors, and mix it up with style master Asher Pacey, plus a whole lot more. The biggest grassroots surfing event in Australian surfing history, the original Source Australian Board Riders Battle, is underway. And for Event 5 of the National Series, we're heading to iconic North Narrabeen in Sydney to see who will reign supreme. Check it out.
It is series number 3 of the Australian Board Riders Battle, all thanks to Original Source, and this time we're back in the iconic location of North Narrabeen for this central qualifier that features teams from Port Stephens in the north down to the bridge in the south. Let's check out the action now.
We're all competing here to qualify for the national title and the national competition over the long weekend in Australia Day next year. So the opportunity is just so alluring. It's so exciting to be able to do that, and then also to have the prestige to be titled the best board riders club in Australia is something that we're all aspiring for.
North Shelley victorious at the ABD Eliminated here on the Central for the Central.
Yeah, we're super stoked. North Shelley, proud club, and testing conditions, but we overcome it all, and yeah, we're just so excited. NSB for life.
You can find out more about the Board Riders Battle at surfingaustralia.com. Now here's some vision from the team at mysurf.tv who are passionate about capturing the best images of our amazing sport.
Close enough.
plenty more of that incredible vision at mysurf.tv. Stick around because after the break, we're heading to North Stradbroke Island with Australia's best junior surfers. Welcome back to Surfing Australia TV. Well, North Stradbroke Island in Queensland became ground zero for junior surfing in Australia recently when it hosted the 2015 Surf, Dive and Ski Australian Junior Surfing Titles. With prestigious national honours on the line, the country's top juniors were shredding up a storm.
Hey everyone, welcome along to beautiful North Stradbroke Island. Cylinders behind me, absolutely firing. I tell you what, you couldn't have written a better script in Hollywood. The grommets are on the froth today.
You know, it's good to have a comp where it's like actually pumping waves. Yeah, it's pretty epic.
And it's the finals day of the Surf, Dive and Ski Australian Junior Surfing Titles here on North Stradbroke Island. What an incredible week it's been. Today we've got 13 finals that are going to hit the water and Cylinders is firing. So congratulations goes to our national champions in the following divisions. Under 14 girls was Sally Kelly from Queensland. In the under 14 boys it was Xavier Huxtable from Victoria. Macy Callahan from New South Wales won the under 16 girls, finishing off a great year for Macy. Caius King, of course, and his 10-point ride in the dying stages was one of the highlights of the day. Sophie McCulloch won the under 18 girls from Queensland, and Kai Warner, what a great performance it was from the North Narrabeen local, capturing the junior boys title. On behalf of Surfing Australia, Surfing Queensland and School Sports Australia, we look forward to seeing you next year for the National Junior Championships in Phillip Island, Victoria. Have yourself a great one.
We'll be looking forward to seeing how they develop over the coming years. Well, now it's time to catch up with one of Australian surfing's jack of all trades. Part shaper, part big wave surfer, part Hollywood stuntman. Let's meet Dylan Longbottom.
My old man made surfboards for like 30 years, so I was always in around factories from a little grom. I'd always looked up at the shapers. I just wanted to be like them, so. Getting paid as a free surfer, it wasn't quite covering the bills. Instead of being on the building side, I would rather be in the shaping bay. We thought we're ready for our next move, and things were happening in Bali, and I kind of moved my base here, but I still go back to Australia 1 week a month and catch up all my custom and team and get to surf all the reefs at home, and it's good. So yeah, it's taken a while, but now I've really set up a good clientele. And so many surfers coming here. I set up a little, my own little board store out at Chengdu there. It's a good little base, and it's great for the kids to surf because there's always waves and it's warm water, so. Indonesia is a great place to raise kids, you know, like they get to see different cultures. My kids are learning another language. It's just, I think it's opened their mind up to other things, and when I was a grom, I would have been the ultimate. Like people come here and see our kids, they go surfing, they're eating at the rorungs, they're all hanging out, having a ball. It's the ultimate, they're living the dream, you know. We get all our materials, all of our blanks come from Australia. All these come from South Coast Foam at Burleigh Heads. I'm still shaping it. The machines are from Australia too. It's exactly the same. For each month when I go back to Oz, I wait for that one swell, and there's usually only one real good swell a month, so it works better for me, and then I can go home and shape at the same time, catch up everyone in the water and in the bay, and then while I'm here, I'm getting all the swells, because there's kind of a swell a week here. I've been shaping for Laurie for like over 10 years now, probably more. He's pretty underrated when the waves are small, you know, 3 foot. He's got everything. He'd be one of the best when it's paddle in 15, 20 foot, or we're towing huge choker or ship stands, you know. So from tow boards, performance to short boards, everything. He's been the perfect rider and always gives me good or bad feedback. Yeah, I've been really lucky to be able to work with him and still doing it. The speeds I was going that day at Chopes was the fastest I've ever gone. If I wasn't riding and I'd just be guessing and wouldn't really know. You get feedback from team riders, but to having your feet in the right spot, to having the right edges, the correct weight on tow boards. So by riding, you know, you get to pick all the good and bad points out of the board.
You can watch more of that big wave action at mysurf.tv. Stick around because coming up after the break, we learn more about world champion Joel Parkinson. World champion Joel Parkinson has been surfing all his life. He fell in love with it as a boy, has provided him with many rewards and lifelong friendships. Here's Joel as he talks about the sport that's defined his life.
All I can remember as a really young kid was going to the beach, and then like my dad would come in and I'd get pushed into a few white waters, and then I guess it just snowballed from there. Still one of the funnest things I do. The funnest thing. It's so highly addictive. Most surfers, once they've really got the bug's got them hard, it's just what we do. We're just hooked on surfing. I feel sometimes guilty that someone's going to pinch me and go, you've got to go get a real job, one that you hate. It just can't be true that one of the things I love to do the most is actually my job. And it's quite surreal to sit back and have a think about that. To be able to go away with the family on holiday is always great. Up or down the coast, if we get a weekend, we all go to the beach together and we love it. When you go somewhere different, somewhere you've never surfed, and even a different culture, you realise, you know, you get to feel those places. You go and you learn something new about, like somewhere like Africa or Tahiti and all those places. Those little things, you know, you can't take for granted. Some of the best surfs are, you know, where it's just unstructured and just surf and enjoy it and just let, I guess, instinct take over. Surfing's given me a lot of great rewards, friendships that I've made over the years, and I guess the places I've got to see. You know, I'm pretty thankful for that.
Don't forget, you can watch plenty more of Joel surfing at mysurf.tv. Now, one of the major stepping stones in the development of young Australian surfers is the Wahoo Surfer Groms Comps, which is a 10-event series held across Australia for surfers aged from under 8 to under 14. We're on the Sunshine Coast for the Queensland event.
The Wahoo Surfer Grom Comps are so fun. I've been doing them since I was like a young kid. Get to hang with your friends, meet new people.
Kids just get out there and they have a game of cricket and they try and use a frisbee and they go out in the water and have a swim and play around. So it's all about fun. Let's face it, that's why we all began surfing. We all began surfing because it's fun.
Every time they always make up fun games. They're always like doing either crumb sausage or one of them games where the kids can always get involved. My favourite game would be dodgeball.
With this event, it's getting a feel for competition really. Hanging with all the guys that they're going to compete with for the rest of their lives, making friendships and making bonds with lots of people from the surfing community.
Lots more to come after the break as we head to WA for the next leg of the Original Source Australian Board Riders Battle, and we throw more than one board in the back of the car and go surfing with one of Australia's most stylish surfers. Earlier in the show, we were at North Narrabeen in Sydney for the Original Source Australian Board Riders Battle. Now it's time to head west and to Trig Beach in Perth to see who will dominate in WA.
Here at Trig Beach, where the sun is out, it's certainly warming up. We've got some little waves, it's super clean, so check out the action. The Board Riders Battle is really exciting with the teams, the women's and the skins event. It's a super dynamic format that keeps people on their toes and everyone guessing what the leaderboard's going to be doing.
It's a grassroots of surfing really. We've enjoyed ourselves and be part of this and get all the clubs together.
I'll be your man now, baby, till the sky's no longer blue. I never wanna hear you, baby, every time.
It's a lot of fun and I love like the tag team, the atmosphere around the club.
For us at Mandurah Board Riders, mate, that's what it's all about, eh? We've got the team bus up in the car park and we bring everyone with us. You know, Board Riders clubs aren't about the individual winning and going home with the trophy. It's about being part of something bigger than that.
The Australian Board Riders Battle is awesome for West Australian surfers. It gives them a great chance to develop as a club and go into a national series final, which pits them up against the best board riding clubs in the country.
And good luck to all the Board Riders clubs at the national final in Cronulla. Now finally, the team at MySurf.tv caught up with the Gold Coast's Asher Pacey, and you'll see from this vision why he's regarded as one of the most stylish surfers on the planet.
Asher Pacey is an amazing surfer and I'm so lucky to have him on the team. Him and I have been working together for 2 years on developing different types of surfboards. Asher always seems to be riding twin fins, quad fins, hybrids, and to have someone of his ability to help me develop these beautiful boards has been an amazing journey. At the moment, Asher's been surfing this board here in these beautiful waves that we've been having, and no matter whether it's 2-foot snapper or 6-foot Kira, he's been riding this same board.
For me, 3 fins can be a little bit restricting. I like just to kind of weave around a bit and just have a bit of fun, and I just like that feeling that you get from a 20 fin. Generally the shape is a little bit wider, it has a little bit more volume, just helps you just float over the fat sections and maintain your speed and just have that kind of sense of flow.
The other secret about this board is the little tight swallowtail. That helps him hold in. It's got a little tiny flyer here, which just helps bring that tail in. And what that does, just when he comes off the bottom, because he's only got twin fins in, it's going to help him hold his line and hold that rail.
There's so many different variations of the twin now, and heaps of people are riding him and loving him too. You know, once a 20 rider, kind of always a 20 rider, you get a little bit addicted to riding them, I'd say.
You can watch more of that amazing footage on mysurf.tv. Well, that's all for this episode. For any more information on anything you've seen today, check out surfingaustralia.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Sam Squiers. We'll see you next time.
There's something incredible here on the inside.